Television. My name is Natalia. It is always such a joy to have your company, to know that you are that much invested when it comes to your sex life. Now, remember, we're streaming live on all our platforms. We're on Facebook, we are on X, and we are on YouTube, GHOne Television. So tonight we're talking about sex and emotional intimacy. How does it all come together? Some people say, especially the men, they can say that I don't need to feel any form of emotional connection with you. Listen, I can close my eyes and literally have sex with just anybody. On the other side, some women say that if I don't have any connection, any emotions tied to you, it is so difficult for me to even start anything closely connected to sex. How are we going to break down this conversation? Helping me in the studio to break it down is my very own Cratchit Dente, radio TV personality. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm well, thank you. Welcome to Duvet.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, and then I have the Afi Antonio, TV personality, philanthropist, so many things. If I have to say them, I'll go on and on and on. Afi, how are you?
I'm good.
You're welcome to Duvet.
Thank you.
And then I have Reverend Manuel Kumi, counselor, therapist. I have a session with him coming soon.
I hope so.
To a cinema near you, coming soon. Rev, you're
right.
welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's jump right into it. Let me start with you, Rev. Because you, this is more your profession. Tell me, when it comes to sex and emotional intimacy, what are some of the things that you've heard before that you would say were a bit unbelievable?
Okay, so there's quite a number of things, stories I've heard, and that is because we have perverted the whole act of sex. Yes, of course, I would never recommend sex outside the context of marriage. I wouldn't. But we've had, so what makes it interesting is the fact that I have had many married people who checked out of the marriage long time ago, and so. They have sex because it's, who else would I have sex with? It's not that they are not doing it outside. They are. But, once you're a woman laying there every evening, there is some attraction. Once he's seeing what there is to see, he will have it with you. It doesn't necessarily mean he's still in love with you. So many women who would think or confuse the act of sex for love feel that, as long as he's still having it with me, it means he still loves me. I'm sorry to say, it's not, how do I put it? It's not, for men or for such a man, his definition of love is not the sex you are seeing. He's checked out a long time ago emotionally. And even sometimes we advise the women who are in very bad marriages that emotionally check out so that at least what the man is doing is not killing you. Okay, that is just one aspect of the whole thing. Now, so that is just one story from many men. The others are the men who, on his way home, would just pass by the joint and have sex with one prostitute, and then he gets home and everything looks fine. So for the man, or for some men, it's just a form of relief. In fact, I call it a reward system. He got a promotion today, and he's so excited. Instead of going home to have it with his wife, on his way home, just for one short time, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, he's done, and then he goes home. This is just a few of the stories. But for a man, sex and emotions are two different things. That's why it's only between the two sexes, it's only a man who can say, I love my wife. No, my wife, no, I know they play with her, but still has 7 side chicks. Yeah. How is it? For many women, it doesn't make sense. But this, in a man's world, that's why we say naturally a man is promiscuous. It's only a man who can do that and still succeed.
Very interesting. Now, when you say that sometimes when things are not going very well, especially for the women, and the advice is to emotionally check out, would you say that would include finding sex outside of the marriage for a woman? Would checking out mean that as well?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. And the good news is that when in advising a woman like that, it's so easy because between the sexes, only a woman who can really stay without sex for a very long time. For a man, I think maximum is probably 2 days or 3 days. And the ground, so when we say check out or hold on, for a woman, it's a lot easier. Way easier. The women are more controlled when it comes to the libido, when it comes to the sex and all of those things. So, yes, to answer you briefly. It's
very interesting.
Yes. And before you go, so by way of checking out, is when you still have in your mind that, well, this is my husband. I expect him to meet my need. When you have that expectation and it's not being met, that is where you are brokenhearted, you are crying every time. But if you stop expecting, if you wanted me to call you every day at 6 and I don't call you, then you are hurt. But if you're not expecting my call and I didn't call you anyway, you are fine. It's just a coping mechanism. But if you don't learn to detach emotionally, everything the man opposite, let me say the woman, does to you as a man, would worry you, it will disturb you, because you still have it in your mind that he's supposed to meet my needs, he's supposed to be my all-in-one. And your all-in-one is killing you. So it's a coping mechanism to check out sometimes, emotionally.
Emotionally.
Yes.
Which is not easy for women to do, because women really tie their emotions to a lot of things.
Yes, too. Yeah.
Afi, tell me, would you say you have any experience when it comes to sex and emotions, the intimacy that comes with it? Do you have any experience, or have you experienced anything that you think is worth sharing?
As in having sex with someone you are emotionally connected with.
Or not. Either one.
Okay, I think it's one instance. It's that I've had to, have sex with a person and not really be emotionally connected. But because of what I was getting out of what relationship we had, it wasn't like I really... It
was transactional.
Yes, it wasn't like I was really into him like that, Yeah, so just like you said, the word is transactional. So and yes,
because I know for sure that for women, I can speak for myself. If I'm not
emotionally connected,
yes, I'm not feeling you like that. Listen, it is the hardest thing. Yeah. And if, like you're saying, there's a reason why you feel like, I really have to maybe because of this or that reason. My God.
Yeah. So, and it doesn't happen frequently.
No.
Time now, unim say be happen. No, you kill your mind. You kill your mind, Charlie.
Yes, you do it. Just so you can take it, because you know that this is. And the thing also I found out, especially for women, is when you're not emotionally tied to someone, when you really do not want to have sex with this person, nothing they do is attractive. So even their breasts, like even if a person is coming onto you, even their breasts, like sometimes, if not for what you are looking for, listen, everything inside of you is screaming.
Charlie, hurry up and
everything inside of you screaming.
Yeah.
And in instances like this is when women fake orgasm, because listen, I will moan for you. I will moan for you because
to end it. Yeah.
Feel excited and go.
Yes.
That's all
right. Yeah. So
very interesting.
It was just one time. We had a short relationship, So that's it. But aside that, any person I've had anything to do with, I am emotionally connected to. You understand? It's a relationship that I love the person. The person also claims he loves me, right?
I like that statement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, claims.
Is there a way to tell?
So,
Is there a way, Crash? Is there a way to tell that a man really loves you?
Oh yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. Now, having sex with someone emotionally is one thing.
But you guys can have sex
to
without.
Know, oh yeah, like you said, we have the ability to have sex,
just have sex. It's
with
just
someone
sex.
without even thinking through or having any emotional connection with the person. It's just we're just satisfying ourselves at that particular moment. And I'm here at that moment, so I'm getting it and I'm done. I don't care about what you are doing, how you feel at that very moment. But if I'm really into you and I want you to feel my presence, I want you to feel that I really love you or I'm really emotionally connected to you, the sex will be different. Trust me.
How different?
It will be extremely different.
How different?
How?
Now, with men having sex with people without emotions, just like that, the sex is very raw.
When you say raw, do you mean unprotected?
No, I'm not talking about protection or unprotection. I mean, we don't go into details. You know, when you are into someone, you want to really dress the person from the head to the toe. Like you want to utilize. Thank you, and solve the equation. You understand? But then when I'm not emotionally attached, I just want to start with you in the doggy position. But then if I'm into you,
no caressing, no kissing.
Thank you.
No,
that comes in.
Things.
I start touching your hair, passing my hand through your hair, holding you, all those things.
If I understand you correctly, what you're saying is that when a man is intentional when it comes to sex, he's taking his time with you, touching every little spot on your body. It means he loves you?
Yeah.
I disagree.
No, don't disagree.
I completely disagree. I disagree because a man can actually do all of that and not love you.
No. It's different from me acting or me just pretending to do that to make you feel okay.
No, but here's
at
the
that
thing.
moment.
But here's the thing. There's no telling what is what.
No,
do you understand?
That is a secret. You ladies are not supposed to know that secret about us. I'm not supposed to let you understand those things.
Exactly. So, in a woman's mind, you really cannot tell what the difference is.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because if what you're saying is anything to go by, you're saying that when a man is intentional with you, you can meet a man who's very intentional with you, not just in the bedroom, outside the bedroom. He's thinking ahead of you. He's very, very intentional but he doesn't love you. Some people just like to do certain things for certain reasons. You know, in the end, this person will tell you that, oh, I have a wife, or I'm with this person, I'm with that person, and all of that. But it will be difficult for you to marry the two. Like, okay, so all of this is for what? I don't think that there's a way. I don't think even men know. I don't think there's a way for anyone, a clear-cut way for anyone to know that this man actually really loves me. Because somebody can actually marry you, do everything, the whole 9 yards, and they don't love you.
See, that is what I'm saying. I'm saying that, see, for instance, maybe I know you, Natalia. I know you're very emotional. I know
I'm
things,
not.
No, I'm using you as just an example.
Okay.
Now you're very emotional. Like things get to you, and the least things you read meanings into it, and then at that point, in me, in my head, in my heart, I am not all for you, or I'm not for you. Trust me, I'll go the extra length to do those things just to make you feel comfortable. But later on, as time goes on, yourself, you will come to realize that, Cratchy is just messing around with me. But then if a man is really into you, trust me, no matter how hard he is, he becomes a baby.
Okay. Cratchy, I like that you actually said that with time you would realize. So as it's happening in real time, you would never know.
No, you'll never know.
It takes a while for you to actually read between the lines.
Yeah.
So then it means that there's really no way of telling, because in real time, you would not know that this man is toying with me or not. It has to take another 6 months or a year for you to actually read between the lines.
Now, you want to read in between the lines there, no? Now, you come in now, do I even know what's in your mind as a woman? I don't even know what's in your mind.
Now, 6 months, they say,
I don't know what's in your mind also.
So let's
Rev, tell me something.
So let's separate sex from love making
Okay.
and then love.
Itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sex, there are many times in marriage a man would have sex with his wife, not love making.
Making
So,
love,
so making love is more passionate.
Yes.
There's the kissing, there's the caressing, all of those.
Yeah.
And for the man, you see that he releases more.
When he's having sex.
No, when he's making love.
When he's love making.
Yes, he releases more. So if you want to measure it with teaspoons, when he's making love, he probably will release about 5 teaspoons. Just saying. And then if it's just sex, sometimes nothing even shoots out. To tell you the truth, if it's just sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what, are we supposed to take a teaspoon to the bedroom?
No.
I'm giving
you a picture.
Can somebody bring a teaspoon to my bedroom, please?
How are we going to get that now?
Can we do some measurements?
I'm just giving you a picture. That when it comes to lovemaking, it's more sensual. It's more passionate. You can tell he's not in a hurry to penetrate. He's working on the body, taking his time with you. You can tell he wants to make love to you. And then there's the papa one, which could just be sex. So you have these two. Then we have love. As for love, we can only talk about love over time because love is tested through time.
Exactly.
You can't tell me you love me today.
Yeah.
I have to know after some time. After you've seen how ugly I am sometimes when I'm angry. I'm still around.
Yeah.
After all the fights and the ugliness, I'm still around. Now, this man is in love with me. There's a difference. So in the moment of the sex, we can only tell if it's love making or sex, but not love. Because sex is not love.
Yeah.
It is just the bonus or it's just the bond. You know, God puts it there so that we can bond, have that chemistry. So it ties me to you. So when I say I'm one with you, it is in spirit, in soul, and then in the flesh. Sex is the cement that does that thing.
Very interesting.
Yes.
I love that you say that. I like this breakdown because as for the love making, people can actually do the proper love making and have really zero intentions for you. It's just physical. It's purely physical. There's really nothing to it. So, Krachi, do you want to come back or you're still staying with what you're saying?
Oh, he has explained it in a different way, but I'm telling you what really goes down sometimes.
Right. So what you're saying essentially is that with your woman that you love, you're always very gentle and you pay attention. But with the other girls there, Charlie, anyhow.
You see, the last time I was telling you right here on the show that...
Are you just admitting that you get with other girls?
Oh, no, I never admitted that.
Because you said,
I'm like, I'm just agreeing to what you said. It doesn't mean that I do that. I'm not committing myself on this way.
That is why I always say that when you're in a relationship, and you're claiming, love, he loves me, I said, be careful. The real stuff is there. You see, this is the woman who just annoyed me this morning. I have to share the bed with her. I have to ask, how are you doing? I have to give her money, probably. If I can still do that, then yes, that is love. You know, so we test it over time. The earlier ones are the butterflies. You know, those ones you can have them, and love will mature.
First stage.
Now coming to marriage, let's see. It matures. That is where the commitment comes in. Am I really committed to you? Because I've had it for so many times, I don't last after you anymore. You know, last doesn't go for what it has. So you can't last after your wife. I'll last after what I don't have. So now, can I still make love to her? So we have couples who haven't kissed in the last 10 years.
That's right.
And they come say, love is dead. I say, love is not dead. It's matured. Come, let me teach you how to commit. You know, so that is where the real stuff is. So the question to your boyfriend, do you love her? I don't know. Wait until you marry her.
Exactly. Even in the marriage, because I know people who are married and they still go through so many things. You know, a man marries a woman, they are living together and everything, but he pays very little attention to her. Is so uncommitted. You ask yourself, why did you marry me in the first place? And there are so many women who are married but single, because then there's nothing there. It's just essentially a man that lives with me or I live with. That's just what it is. There's really nothing there. And so many women are going through that. So I don't think I will call that love. However, in our society, it feels as though when you get the ring, you win the prize. It's not so much as to what's going to happen afterwards or how my life is going to be after the ring. It's for a lot of people, let me just get the ring. But the bigger question will be that, is it worth it if my life thereafter is going to be much worse than it used to be? Right.
So, of course, like you're saying, we've made the ring the goal. We've made the ceremony the goal. And so, after the ceremony, what next? So right now you have the ring. The man leaves. He's now getting home at 11, 12. But this is not the man I was dating yesterday. Because you didn't take your time to understand what marriage means. That at some point, if I'm not having the butterflies, how do I cope with it? That's why now he's beating his wife. But he never thought he could ever beat his wife. He can't control himself anymore to think that Minyanka, today, you're out of the house. And another woman must come. So I can have those butterflies again. But you have to nurture those butterflies. You have to learn to fan the fire. All right. So our problem now is that we are focusing on the social media part. You know, the social aspect of marriage, which is the dancing. Everybody wants to do a new style. I say, Charlie, this is good. We are spending millions at the weddings. And right from that night, after making all the love, we've even made the love already, had the sex already. So, I mean, it's nothing new. I don't see why we even go for honeymoons these days. What is honeymoon? If you look at the culture, the woman you're married today, you've never seen her before. You've never met her before. So let us get onto the moon.
Tear rubber.
Full of milk and sugar. Tear rubber. But you browse the territories. And some people they already have 2 kids. And they still went for honeymoon. So I called. I was like, why are you coming? I've not seen you guys in church. It's like, we went for honeymoon. What? You had 2 kids already, which we blessed last week. And they still went for honeymoon.
They are changing the environment more.
So our whole understanding of marriage, we've just twisted it.
Yeah.
And we talk about wedding and not marriage.
Yeah.
So the focus should be on the marriage. What really goes in there? Because after a wedding, once you have some money, you can have a wedding. But the real work, nobody talks about it. And nobody wants to listen to that. Anyway.
Time no day.
Okay, Afi, tell me, you've been married before.
Yeah.
Tell me, during the times in your marriage when it was all nice and sweet, what would you say that you were doing to keep that spark alive, like to definitely get the emotions still connected between you and your ex-man?
So he was a very quiet person, and I'm all over the place, So yeah. So sometimes I would I'll go and find one of my wigs. I actually took a photo of that. I wore my wig on his head, made him up, and had this clip earrings, and he was looking all like a woman. I took photos of it. Okay. Like, you have to do things that, these little things, it makes the home, joyful and all that. And sometimes too, I will initiate sex myself. And I think this, I've spoken about this before on Duvet. Like, he was asleep. I was watching a movie. And there was a sex scene in it, and then I felt like,
That turned you on, you mean?
Exactly. He was asleep. But then I went, and then, I did my thing, and I sat on him, and, I touched him and everything, and he got hard. He woke up and got hard.
Did you give him a blowjob?
Hey, you want to know everything that I
do? If we can get a pen and a paper, please sketch everything.
Did you give him a blowjob?
Yes, because he was asleep. Okay. But I started touching him.
So that woke him up.
Yeah, the touching.
What a nice way to wake up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when he got hard and everything, I did all the work. He didn't have to worry himself. And the next day, he was like, hey, I was raped last night too. Like, we made fun of it. So... Yeah, basically, sometimes you have to, one of these things, like, yeah.
You see, this is something that you go to work and you'll be thinking about it the whole day, keeping your mind on your wife. Something like this.
Yeah, right.
Something like this. You've never had that. On the note of something like this. This is Duvet. My name is Natalia. We're going for a quick break. We will be right back. right, welcome back. This is Duvet. My name is Natalia. Welcome back from the break. So before the break, Krachi was telling us how it would be nice to be woken up by a blow job. You've never had that?
Well, I haven't been married before, but I have been woken up like that before. Yeah.
So what was the marriage thing about? Why did you have to bring that in?
No. She was saying it from a married point of view. But I, you know,
Is your pastor aware that you're having sex outside of?
I'm sorry, I don't have a pastor. I don't go to church.
Okay. On the note of that, let's talk about. Obviously, are you in a relationship?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think that lack of sex brings problems for relationships, or people in relationships or marriages?
Yeah, it does. Thank you for the question. Actually, I've actually had an experience like that. So my ex, we were in a relationship for over 4 years, and I'm not a sex freak person, but the moment it doesn't come, I mean, you don't initiate it or I don't get it. It sounds like I'm complaining, and it becomes a problem for me, and I start looking elsewhere, and that is the problem I was facing. Now, this person is telling you that she loves you all the time. I love you, this, that. But when it comes to sex, it's a whole different...
So you have to understand
No,
that.
it is not love.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
it is,
she
I
not doing
understand.
other things to prove to you that she loves you.
Yeah, but I am a human being. We can't be working for 4 years and we haven't had sex.
So why didn't you marry her then?
Mentally, I can't. No, I can't
4
do
years
that.
is a long time.
So why didn't you marry her? You dated her for 4 years,
That's a
having
long
sex
time.
with her for 4 years. You didn't marry her, and you
You
moved
know,
on to
the
another.
funny thing is, she wasn't even a virgin. And
That
then
doesn't matter.
no,
That doesn't matter.
you hold on. Let me share my experience. Now, when it comes to sex, we started, and it's like what you were saying.
Yeah.
So sorry, that's how it feels.
You guys
understand?
are not emotionally.
We are emotionally attached,
So why
but then
is
with her, I don't know what was going on in her brain.
She doesn't like sex.
I don't. That is what I don't
You've
know. And
not
up till
had
now,
a
I
conversation
do not
about it.
understand. I had the conversation several times. Asked her friends.
And what did she
They
say?
even went to the extent of asking her brother.
So what did
And
she say?
Nobody had a concrete answer for me.
Wow.
I had to live with it like that. Later on, I was like, yo, F it, Charlie, I can't be doing this because I'm into you. You claim you are into me. Like, I show you everything, making you understand that I'm there for you. But when it comes to that, it's like a no-no. It's like a red zone. I don't know. What is going on?
What if
Can I ask
she's
you a
been
question?
raped before?
Can I ask you a question? Would you be open to having a relationship where the woman insists that we cannot have sex until marriage? Would you be open to that kind of relationship?
2025. Oh, you're crazy. I'm not going to do that.
You won't do that.
You are effing crazy. Nah, it's never going to happen. No. People are marrying with 3 kids, like you were saying. And I tell me that we should have a relationship. Okay, for how long?
For as long as it takes for you to marry me.
Exactly.
So then hurry up and marry her.
So be there
3
and get
months.
married to someone else. I can't do that. Be there. No.
So you
No,
won't
me,
do
I'll be
taken.
open to you. If you do that, trust me, I'll cheat on you.
But will you
On
be,
a hard level.
Yeah, but will you be in that relationship? Will you stay with a woman who says no sex before marriage?
Nah, it will never happen.
Then that would mean,
never
Reverend,
happen.
that you really don't love this person enough or don't want to be with them enough.
It's a
Won't that-
serious
won't that-
test of commitment
Yes.
to
Yeah.
the relationship
Yes.
because there's a lot more a relationship can offer than sex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Out of the 24 hours, how many times would you have sex? So what do you do the rest of the time? So the big question is, why are we together? That the purpose of the relationship or the marriage comes
Yeah.
in. So that if that is highlighted, sex will come. Then we will make love. Within 30 minutes, we are done.
We are done.
The rest of the time, we need to move forward.
Yeah.
We need to build something. We need to. That's why I say use your marriage to solve problems. We need to do other things that give us a lot more satisfaction. Then the sex is the bonus. The sex is the reward that comes. The sex stirs up the hormones, the emotional hormones. We call it happy hormones.
Yeah.
So the sex is supposed to remind us of, it's supposed to wake up the butterflies. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The love making, let me put it that the love making is supposed to wake up the butterflies when done well. So while we are doing things together, we are working, we are building, we are solving problems, all of that. At the end of the day, we make love, and then the butterflies are reawakened. That binds us more. So when you say I can't be with you because you're not giving me sex.
Then
I think that is all misplaced,
Yeah.
and I'll let you go.
Yeah. It's misplaced.
Because you're only seeing sex. You objectify, but all you see is sex. After a while, I'm not personally saying that that's what it means. I'm just giving a general view.
Yeah.
So,
but there are a lot of people out there.
know,
If you are saying this to someone whose libido is that high,
Okay,
What is the person going to do?
Here's the thing. There are people who, not just in a relationship, are married, and they have partners who almost always want sex. You know, it feels as though the minute they come home, right? The minute they enter the house, it's like they see nothing else but your bottles.
in the context of marriage, that's what you mean.
Context of marriage.
Okay.
You know, and sometimes it can get overwhelming. It's like, can you do something else? Can you watch a movie or watch some football or something?
Point of attraction.
You know, and sometimes it can get overwhelming.
Yeah.
What would you say about that? That's the first question. The second question, before I forget, is people do these days, there are all sorts of things. People have friends with benefits. People have, you know, sidekicks. People have...
Do you say sidekick?
Sidekicks, yes, for both men and women. Not side chicks, sidekicks. So it can be, no, it's not gender specific. And then people have all these ones. And sometimes the goal is sexual satisfaction. Maybe I'm single, you're single, or maybe I'm married, you're married. There's some sort of dissatisfaction. There's the reason why we decided to be hiding ourselves and having sex. But sometimes some of these ones end up becoming something, where to the point where sometimes people go and leave their significant others to come and be with this person that, we were just playing, and then suddenly it becomes something.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you say about that one too?
So the first one, it's a good thing if your husband is all the time on you for sex. It's a good thing. Oh, yeah.
That he desires you.
That he desires you all the time. It's a reminder that he's still attracted to you.
Yeah.
It's a very ugly sight when your husband doesn't want sex from you anymore. What the heck? I said, when the one time, so the body that you could never resist. Now, so it's a good thing if your husband keeps coming to you and you're meeting that need. And let's understand this. There are two types of sex. The beautiful one. You are in the mood, I'm in the mood. We'll do it beautifully. Yeah. Then the dutiful one. Yeah. I am not in the mood, 1%. But I want to serve your need. I want to meet your need. So that's the hardcore stuff in marriage. You're not in the mood, but you have to meet the man's needs. Yeah. Or I am not in the mood, but tonight my wife is in the mood. I have to give it to her. That is a love. How do you know love? You demonstrate it when I don't deserve
compromise.
Let me use the word compromise. Yeah. I'm not in the mood, but my main that becomes dutiful sex. Yeah. And that one you don't do. I don't know. Not that one. It must be.
You accept.
Accept that I'm giving to you this time as my duty, and do it well.
Yeah.
So as a wife or a husband, understand that you won't be in the mood all the time. Come on. We are not made for sex every day. Yeah. So the times are not in the mood. That's where you come to demonstrate commitment to the marriage. My husband needs it now. And for a man, if you reject him and you don't reject him well,
there's a problem, yeah.
Women don't like to initiate sex. Yeah. And that is because naturally she likes to be chased all the time. And that's one aspect of God people don't know. God only finds you when he wants salvation. After that, he says, follow me. So those that seek will find. So a woman too wants to feel wanted all the time. So when people ask, why don't women like initiating sex? There's that part of them. They always come on me, come on me.
Very.
You have to understand how they are. Okay, so then the perverted form in the relationships. You have a wife, beautiful wife. And then you've made love or had sex, now it's become a little stale. You don't know how to revive the whole thing. Yeah. Then you found some sidekick, as you said, or side chick. Then now you feel that place is sweeter. You know why? Stolen waters are sweet. Yeah. Have you realized that the jollof your mother gave you, or you feel that they gave you plenty, the one left in the bowl is what you want to go and steal at night, thinking that if it tastes better, it doesn't taste better because you are stealing it. And that is lust for you. So lust will go for what it doesn't have. But what you have, I've had enough. So look at the mistresses of big boys. Yeah. Look at it. You have to look at, so you left this wife for this one.
Yeah.
What happened? Stolen waters are sweet. And that is what lust does. So once you are aware of these things, you know that, Charlie, what I'm doing with you is just lust, though. It's not love. Don't think that is better than your wife's own. So we have that 80-20 rule, that your wife is the 80 and the 20. So that little 20, you thought that that's all you need. and the bad man will sack his wife and go for that 20. And this 20, you get used to it. After
Then
that,
that one too,
laugh,
you now
leave
want
it.
to-
So
yeah.
when you destroy another man, another home and take that man, he will get used to you.
Yeah.
Because the thing will be the same,
Yeah.
the whole year. Who wants to have that same type of jollof, the same spice the whole year? What's the same? So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that. So it is okay to go out, but that's why we teach spicing it up. Are you aware that if we change the bed sheet, change the color, it can spice up the love?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse
Yeah.
unless you don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just change the way move the bed from that corner to this
another
corner.
way.
It feels like it's a different
No, it's
environment.
yeah.
The love making will be different that night.
Yeah.
That's why those who have money, they travel to change the environment. But if you can't
Exactly.
travel, change the color, change the light kakra. And we like all this white Chinese
blue
bulb, white
kakra,
kakra,
green
blue,
kakra, oh, disco
the
light
one you can dim. Do something. Just change the room kakra. It will be spiced up. So we don't have to create excuses for ourselves and be, and spreading things we are not supposed to spread.
Absolutely, which has become a problem
Yeah.
in recent times.
Spousal transmissions.
Yeah.
Yes, there's so much going on
Yeah.
when it comes to that. And the thing is that I don't know if there's an end in sight, because the truth of the matter is if I met Cratchit today and we struck a vibe and we started getting sexual, maybe in the beginning I will insist that, use condoms. But 2 weeks in, when he comes to me, I feel familiar.
You are used.
Even though I really do not know what he's bringing,
Yeah.
the mere fact that I've been with him for this long,
You feel that, safe.
It's
because
okay.
there's just something that makes that familiarity, make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's how things keep spreading. But the other side of that table too is that sometimes, even when I know people who would insist that, let's go and get tested. So him and I, we can actually go and get tested.
We need to do that, though. We need to.
You and who? so we can actually go and get tested. He's safe, I'm safe.
Yeah.
But
But
in
then-
the middle
yeah.
of us feeling safe, somebody can step
Yeah.
out. And, at what point would you say that, let's go
Let's go
again?
again.
So it's a very tricky
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
Reverend, won't you say?
It is actually.
Yeah.
There is no single way of curbing it. Of course, ultimately, is to say that control yourself. I mean, we know that it is difficult for everybody to be faithful to their wives. But you see, when you have at the back of your mind that there is something you can contract that finishes your life, as in that will disorient the whole of your life,
whole thing.
that in mind alone should put you off. So what is important to you? What do you have on your high mind? If it's your image, then you want to be careful how you are sleeping around with everybody.
Yeah.
What if somebody exposes you?
Yeah.
And all that you have built over the years,
Comes crashing. Yeah.
So something should be able to control you. Something should be able to guide you. That because of who I am or where I am going, I better watch it.
Yeah.
There are many women treating infections every week.
Ay, church.
Some just call to say it and just cry. And some have had it. Their men know, their husbands know they gave it to them, and the men are still sleeping around.
So why would you use protection?
Well, you see, that's thank you for reminding me on this one. Sometimes a man is going to, pick 1 or 2 prostitutes and do something. He goes to 3 condoms. He has the pack. And then he's spending the whole night. So the 3 will be done by 12 midnight because they started around 9. And so that the rest of the night, there's nothing to use. And so Charlie,
No, but I'm even talking about the women. When you keep treating infections, why wouldn't you insist with your husband that we have to use protection from here on out?
that is a weakness many of them have. Because sometimes, you've been treating infections, aren't you tired of it?
Yeah.
And it's like, what do I
Yeah.
and they go like, if I ask my husband to use protection, he will get angry. I said, well, you don't love your life.
Yeah, why would he get angry?
Of course,
You
the
know.
law is nice.
No, it's not even about that. At some point, it's not even about
The
pleasure.
niceness.
Do you understand? When you've gone through treating infections, I think that
Over and
any
over
normal
again.
human being will see beyond the
That,
pleasure.
yeah.
Because you really don't want to be doing that again and again and again. So you would have to get to a point where you say to this man that, listen, if you want to be having sex with me, always come back home with protection. Or if the stakes are not high, you kick him out and move on with your life. Because the thing about a cheating man is that he never changes. He'll if
never
you catch
stop.
him, he'll change. He'll change the dynamics of the cheating so that you won't catch him next time. But he really, really will never change.
Yeah.
And the thing also about a cheating man, I've learned from experience is that when you catch him cheating and he's able to convince you that he won't do it again, if you're not careful, you will stay in a cheating marriage for decades.
Yeah.
Because he feels like you have forgiven me once,
You forgive
me again and again and again. So for me, it's like you have to draw the line at the very first instant. The very day you caught him is the very day you made a decision. Because you see, now it has to be a crossroads for you as a woman. When you catch your man cheating, you're at a crossroads. Am I moving forward? Am I going back? Because if you're moving forward with him, it's essentially also giving permission to continue living at will because you're walking the path with him, you know. But if you take a few steps back, or sometimes the way you handle that situation, even if you're not leaving him, will make him take you seriously enough to know that I really cannot do this again. Because there are some men who are not naturally cheaters. Also be bibiashe. And you know what I mean. So for people like that, when you know that this is not innate, it's forgivable, you know. And also for a lot of women, it is the who, not necessarily the what. It's more the who, because if you cheat with certain women, it's unforgivable. Like if you cheat with your wife's sister.
Best friend.
Best friend. It is unforgivable. If it's some woman I don't know, some random girl you met at a job bar, that one is your business. You know what I mean? But if it is close circle, inner circle, there's a problem, because then obviously there must be something. It's very you murky the waters. You know, it's a reason why sometimes when people have children before they meet a certain man, and these children in question are like daughters, there's a lot of, you know, assessments done, because men sometimes lose their minds. John Michael says, when the blood flows here, there's very little blood here.
There's no thinking. The thinking is gone. The thinking cap is gone.
So when the blood flows here, you should know that you are dealing with a very, very
mentally unstable man.
The men take advantage of women in that sense a lot. There are many women who tell before they marry that cheating is a deal breaker for them. But they're married now, their husbands have cheated
and they are still there.
times. They are still there. What happened? That vulnerability is there. And, well, naturally, that is how God made the woman. And so it does not mean the man should take advantage of that. You know, but the men, perverted men, prey on such. And for the man who you forgive, now knows that family, you know how I am. That's why now they start getting angry when you talk about the fact, who is this woman again? Then they are angry. Because now they expect that if you're able to forgive 1, 2, 3, understand that now this is who I am.
It is cool.
So people don't understand, now say me can't now obey me. Yes, because he wants you to now accept him as a cheat.
This is how it is.
After all, I have
That's where disrespect comes to play, because now he won't even bother hiding it. Do you understand? Now he couldn't be bothered. He would come and throw his phone there, knowing very well you'll go and see whatever you want to see. And he really couldn't be bothered, you know. But I think it takes a very wise man, even when he loses his way every now and again, to know how to handle his woman and his home.
That's right.
You know, because essentially your life as a married man or as a man with any woman really lies with this woman. You know, this is a woman you sleep with. When you fall asleep, you are falling asleep, you are there snoring. She can really do whatever she wants with you. This is a woman who cooks for you.
Cooks for you.
This is a woman who cooks for you. This is a woman who, when you're ill, will take care of you. So if you just want to be whatever, it will go against you in the end. You know, there's so many women. I think we talked about this before. There's so many women who are actually inside very happy when their husbands die. They come out and cry and do all the
shakara.
You know what I mean? They'll do all the stage play and the craft. But inside of them, when everybody goes home, they pop champagne because they could not wait for you to just leave them alone. Because some people say, I don't believe in divorce. So if I'm not divorcing you, how else can I get rid of you? You know what I mean? You know, so die fast and let me have my peace. So sometimes it's like it really is it's self-inflicted for a lot of men. When you are doing these things, you sometimes put yourself in positions that you really, really, really should not. You know, how many times have we heard this? I think a while back, and this is not to remind anyone of, you know, families of things that have happened, but how many times have we heard men go and die in girlfriends' houses? I think just last year or something, we had an incident.
That's true.
You know, he went to his girlfriend's house to just have a good time, and he died there. You know, in his girlfriend's house. Do you understand the pain that a wife would have to deal with? You know, the pain that a wife has to deal with. It's like, oh, Kwesi, me, I do everything for you. Why would you embarrass me like this? You know, to go and die in a girlfriend's house. It's like, it's shame unto me, and now you're dead, I can't slap you.
I can't do anything to you.
Someone will slap you and you just hide it. When they go and do the filing pass, the wife can do hers alone. They won't try me back. Get one in there.
I think men really have to do better because, you know, when we're talking about love, right? Women, they love truly.
Yeah.
When a woman loves you, listen, when it comes down to it, she can actually give her life for you. That's how much women can love. So when a woman, especially for men, when you see and know that this woman truly loves you, I think it is for you. It is for your own good that you know, reciprocate. Yeah. Because if you do anything contrary to the love she's showing you, it will go against
turn
you
into hate
at some point.
And the hatred is full force.
Yeah.
It will come in full force.
Just to be fair and to keep it in the balance, there are also men who love very well.
Yes.
There are a few times a man will go crying. It doesn't happen too often.
Yes.
That, I mean, this woman... And you see that you have a woman who is also a chronic cheat. Just yesterday, he tailed her to a hotel where the woman was doing something with another man.
Why?
Know? Well, as for the why, that's for the purpose of the show and just to keep it in the balance. There are women who are also doing very
the
bad
same
stuff,
thing.
who are still doing stuff with their exes. The woman is doing well as a housewife. The man elevates her, gives her a job, or let's say gives her a nice thing to do, and now the woman sees money and everything goes bad. Now talking to other boys, you know, big boys. It's happening. So I want us to keep it in the balance.
For the women, I'm always asking why. I don't know if I'm asking why because of who I am.
You are in the best position to answer.
No,
you're a woman.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The stories are not the same.
I know. Yeah. That's why I'm asking why. I don't know if it's because I am who I am or I'm the way I am. But I feel as though for women, it doesn't take much to satisfy a woman, really.
So if you have all
I'm
that,
with
why
you,
would you go out?
and you love me right, you make love to me, you know, we are good. Swear down. I have no reason to look at next man. And women, when they're in a very satisfying relationship, they're very rude to other men. Do you understand? So really, honestly, sometimes I wonder if everything is in balance for me. Why will a woman go elsewhere? So sometimes I feel like there's a reason. Like sometimes you have to literally chase a woman into another man's arms, because otherwise I find it hard to believe that women, when everything is the way it's supposed to be, will just get up. Maybe then they have mentally imbalanced.
No. Let me give you this one. Let me give you the why on this particular story. No. There is no mental imbalance here. Let me give you the story on this one. When I went into it, I realized the woman settled for this man at the time where nobody had come. So let me settle.
Mami Fanisa.
And mommy was saying, what you're doing? Marry.
So that's a reason.
So that's not a mental problem.
But that's a reason.
No, but it's not mental problem.
But it's a reason.
So that's a reason.
Do you understand?
Settled.
Yes. So that's a reason. And it's a legitimate reason.
Well, whose fault is it? Why must somebody suffer for it?
Exactly.
So we go back to the whole thing that take your time in choosing. So you see, the woman was well exposed before she made a choice. She probably wouldn't have been chasing other men. She chose at the time she was not exposed. Now you got a job at GHOne. You feel you're seeing big boys and big girls. Your husband is a nobody because they are not dropping you off in some nice car. They are cruising you around. So your husband's Okada is nothing to you. You don't respect him anymore. And that's a good reason why many men don't want their wives to work.
I think with the young ones now in relationship, I think it has got to do with the motive you have before entering the relationship. I'm talking about the women. I mean, the ladies, because most of them will go into some of them go into a relationship because they truly love the person and they truly want to build a life for the person. Others go inside because I need someone to support me.
Yeah.
So if for instance
Financial benefits.
you come into a relationship with me, I'm providing for you, I've gotten you your apartment, I'm paying your fees, I'm doing all these things for you, and a bigger man comes, what range amount, or you say amount,
which I upgrade a bit.
Upgrade a bit. What I'm saying, she loses complete faith in you or love for you or whatever she's feeling at that moment for you or whatever she's looking for gone. And move on to the next person because that was the motive.
Okay, we're going to go for a break. Yeah, we're going to go for a break. But I think before the break, the thing is that at every stage in a woman's life, she's looking for something different. So sometimes I think that, Reverend, I don't know, but maybe when we come back, you can address that because sometimes when men are getting married, depending on how old they are, if you're marrying a woman that's between 21 and 25, you should know what to get from a woman in that age range. Because you can't go for a woman within that age range and expect a certain something. That certain something you may find with a woman who's between maybe 30 and 35. So really, honestly, at different times in a woman's life, she's looking for different things. I'm sure when you were 22, what you wanted in life became completely different when you turned 30, completely different when you turn 40. So really, honestly, I think that men also sometimes need to do a little homework when it comes to who they are getting with, because you can't get with, say, a 22-year-old and be expecting a certain something. You won't get it there. You know, so that one, whose fault is it?
Simply put, we should learn to count the cost with whatever choice you're going to make.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And stick with it.
Yes, we're going to go on the break. This is Duvet. My name is Natalia. Do stay tuned. This is Duvet. This is GHOne TV. Yes, I am Natalia. Very interesting conversation during the break. We're going to touch on that, but right now, let's see what our sex position of the week is.
Of the week, variant yawning. She lies back with her knees grazing her nipples. He presses down lustfully on top. Variant yawning is a relatively easy position to get into, as long as she has supple legs and hips. For her, it offers extremely deep penetration. So deep, in fact, that men should build their movement slowly, starting with gentle thrusts and progressing to faster and deeper strokes, which she will savor. For both, variant yawning is a good grand finale position after several other man-on-top positions. Try the sequence: twinning, half-pressed, pressed, and variant yawning. With each position, her legs move a little higher, and the sexual intensity goes up another notch until you reach orgasm. It's ravishing because your faces are so close, which means you can both see the intensity of each other's desire. And his deep penetrating strokes, combined with the tight connection between your bodies, makes you feel that you are being consumed by each other.
today, our sex position is the variant yawning. And this one is a bit intense, isn't it? I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow. I hadn't even seen it.
I have experience with this one. Now, first off, if your guy and your dick is long, don't try this.
You killed a woman. I mean,
a lot of pain.
Yeah.
I actually, like you were saying,
you have to.
Like, I've had that experience.
It was all regulating movement.
Yeah, you would have to regulate.
So she'll be pushing you back.
Really
nice. So then if you want to go for this position, then you really have to pay attention to the woman.
Yeah.
So that you listen to the words.
Don't
think that every hour means enjoyment. it could be pain, so pay attention and then regulate the trust.
Yeah.
Basically, that is it. So, I would advise that with this position, you have to really pay attention to the woman.
Yeah.
So you're not hurting her, thinking that you are really doing a good job.
Yes.
You end up.
But it looks very, very intimate. There's
you're looking into her eyes.
You can kiss her. Yeah. Touch the boobs and all
like,
that. Yeah.
But
you can
doing all that. Doing all that. Pay attention to how deep you are going. You cause a lot of pain.
And you will only know based on how she's trying to show. Sometimes she's trying to show you back, and you feel that that's the enjoyment. You're killing her.
However, this will also be good for a man if he has like a short penis.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
This one will be for you because then you can be able to hit
full penetration.
Yeah.
That's how have you tried it before?
Tried this?
Yeah.
No. Can you not see that? I'm actually surprised at this. I haven't tried it before. This is very... You see, I was looking at it, I was like, hey.
Whoever it is walking her world, please watch this and try it. I need feedback.
Like, hey. This is very serious. But the thing is, I don't know if I can do this. You see where the legs are on his shoulders?
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of...
It's like you're already tired.
It's like you're putting pressure on me.
She has expression like I'm tired.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't like all of this acrobatics when we're...
The guy or the man is supposed to, like you're saying, pay very close attention.
See where her feet, see where her legs are. It's on his neck.
She's
aside the
flexible.
penetration, don't extend all your weight on the person.
Apart from the flexibility, this is a lot of... From me, it's a lot of acrobatics because I'm putting so literally my knees are on my chest. I'm sorry. I'm not cut out for this. I'll run out of breath. Ambulance.
You have to keep fit.
Ambulance.
What if your man likes this or loves this? What will you do?
It doesn't have to be acrobatic. Be gentle. You can get into that position. You are the only person designed for this. A man can't go that far. We don't have the design. You have that. So once you are gentle...
Except for the guys at Olympics.
Future possible tense. Future possible tense. We'll see what the future brings. When I get home, I'll try it on my own and see if it works. I'll put my...
If you are doing it alone, you
can't. No, what I'm trying to say is, when I get home, I'll assume the position by myself
to see... No, it is when the man is there.
Yes, to see how far...
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that before anything, I'll know that one.
I get it.
No, when the man is involved, that one needs to be easier.
Because he's holding on to your side.
He'll try and see how far I can go. What am I saying? Maybe I'm in home.
Andrew baby. I'll
push. Can you get up and let's try it?
It was really good.
I know, you're so silly. All right, so back to the conversation.
Yeah.
So one time, this is a conversation we're having on the break. One time, somebody says that, these men these days, when they are looking to fuck you, they will put a budget together for you that, I feed the let me budget some 10K for her. So the first day, when they're able to chirp you and say, let's have dinner, you go and have dinner, and after the dinner, they'll give you some 4K, next week, go shopping. And it will kind of hit you because you haven't really come across somebody giving
like that.
You didn't ask for it, and they just throw 4,000 at you. You're like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then another time they will ask you to spend some weekend. They'll throw 3K at you. That's a 7K plus dinner. Plus dinner, I'm going to dinner about 1,000. I count 2,000 balance. And and no, after I was at 2000, I was so elastic. And no,
so no, 500.
That's where it gets to.
For transport.
Listen, that's where it gets to the point where he will start saying, hey, if I don't call you, you won't call me. I count 2,000.
I
got you for like a week and be like, I went for a business trip, this, that. See, all the settings. You understand? So then you say, you know what, I'm sorry. You know what, let's have dinner. No, do I call 1,000?
But I didn't know your mouse because I got 1,000. Then yeah, then one day when you're at work, he'll just send you 500 or buy lunch. That's the account. Okay, 500. Account last 500. And or the better weekend. Because of this weekend, come home. Come home.
He
did a bad business. It's for 500 way.
The next time you come,
it looks like somebody.
No, listen. A guy told me, I see your money and go be brand move because business be ankoye. Sometimes no now she feel the whole weekend. No why and then he'll tell you that Charlie Sikabi and Banner do their call messenger later. And you would think he's good for it because Nipanusha and Wama 4,000, 3,000. So it won't come to you that account 300 at this moment.
Budget's down. The budget is
But why do men do that?
No, see.
Now, men, there's a societal problem. Men are responding to, like earlier, like I said, men are responding to that bad advice some others are giving. Look for somebody who can take care of you, and you find a guy who can plan for you, and take that thing from you. After that, you're gone. And so, if we stop telling our daughters that look for a man who can take care of you, where is a man going to borrow cars and come in? Because you know that's not love. He has to take his time to test and be sure that what this man or what we are going through, can this man stay with me? So our girl child or girl children can really take their time to identify what we call love. So the root problem is that advice that comes from home. What is that? Because a relationship is, men are not supposed to be taking care of a woman in a relationship. Where did that come from? It's perverted. So now a woman will think money means love. A good car taking you around, silver bed, all of those things means love. It is not love.
Oil.
All of these things.
Okay, so tell me, what would you say will be a good test of love for people in relationships? I mean, if somebody is trying to find out, maybe before I marry this man, is there a way that I can test to be sure that he actually loved me? Is there like a good test of love, in a relationship?
I think with time, because when you get angry, how do you behave and all those things?
Yeah, there is that. But I'm just saying that sometimes, so for instance, maybe I met, enough example. Maybe, you two are married. Maybe I met the cameraman. And, we're fine. Everything has been hunky-dory. We're okay. And then maybe a year down the line, he says, Natalia, I want to marry you. And I love him too, and I want to marry him too. But then maybe we have,
Why do you love him? What did you see that made you love him?
Exactly. Maybe we've been through this and that,
I'm attracted to him. I think that's the best thing to say now.
I'm attracted to him. Maybe it's the way he's gentle with me, maybe the way he talks to me. Sometimes the way we're working. Me, one thing that, listen, and I think I've said it here before, so, I'm not summing Sema. Oh, wait with me.
Oh.
You kill me finish. You kill me.
Oh.
It's as simple as that. Listen, it's as simple as that. Yes, it's as simple as that, because I always say that it's for me some form of reassurance. It's like, I've got you, So it's like when I started doing relationships, it's one of the reasons why there was somebody that could have been maybe good for me, but I let him go because we were going somewhere. He didn't hold my hand.
But did he know that is an emotional
Yeah, at the time I was too young to know that I had to communicate it. I felt like he had to know beforehand that now your band now you know what I mean. So I felt like, no, I can't be with a man like this. So I let him go. But I mean, at the time I was really young. Do you understand? So my point is, all these things have happened. He's very gentle, kind, this, that. So I feel like, I also want to marry him. But before I make that decision concrete, is there something I could ask him, say to him, put him to the test? Is there something that can happen? Should I collapse when he's there and see if he'll carry me?
No.
What should I do? There has to be something that we can both go through.
There isn't any actual test that will make you find out. I mean, if you ask the question, you will hear what you are supposed to hear. Yeah. But then if a man truly wants you and really wants to marry you, trust me, he will sit you down. I'm talking from an experience. He will sit you down and let you understand how, or let you know your place in his life. Emotionally, physically,
everythingly.
You understand? He will let you understand. Like, Natalia, see, you've been there. I've been through a lot. I've
With
been
you?
with women, but you've been there for me.
You mean a lot
this,
to
that,
me.
This, that.
Yeah.
And I really want to experience this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
All be
Like,
lie.
no, not all be lie
All
matter.
be lie.
But why would I lie to you just to marry you?
All be
What
lie.
am I getting from you? Why would I lie to you just to marry you?
All be lie.
No, it's not absolute. It's not absolute.
Oh, no.
It's one of them.
I feel-
Now, understand that there's not one single formula.
Yeah.
But what I encourage is a lot of role play. Do a lot of what if, and sometimes pretend.
Okay.
Yeah, testing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes arrange with your mom. Let the guy come home. Pour some water on him or something. Let's see what happens. Let's see how he handles that.
What if?
Let your mother pretend he doesn't like him. Let's see if the guy is really after you or
And
just
will
that single
still
thing
want
is
to-
off.
yeah.
Yes, there should be do a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
Yes, and see how he responds. He'll snap at some point. You'll get something. Listen to the words.
What he will say.
Nobody can pretend
his reactions
perfectly for
a
1
long
year.
time. Yeah.
Maybe be pie.
Yeah.
You pick on a few words that he said.
Okay, Reverend,
Yeah.
would you say that I understood when you said that obviously money is not love, and a lot of women have been conditioned to believe that when a man gives you money, he loves you. However, I believe in a man taking care of a woman. It doesn't have to be on a financial level. When I say taking care of, there's a man that is so intentional about you. He thinks ahead of you. He wants to make sure that you're on BB cry that will fit you. He will come and recommend it to you. He'll say, hey, I saw these people are doing this course here, Natalia. I think that it will. Do you think, I think you should do this. I think you should take this. All of these ones. I believe in a man who takes care of his woman. Would you say that's also a thing? Or, because a lot of people say that, women should be independent, this, that. How will you deal? I think that the waters are very murky in that area.
Yeah.
There's no clear cuts. People say
It's
this,
not
somebody believes in
straightforward.
this, somebody believes in that. What would you say really works?
Okay, so we all have emotional needs. Like,
Yeah.
I would not have thought that holding your hands
Yeah.
for you means affection. You have not communicated to me, and I'll never hold your hand. Sometimes I'm even in front of you, and for you that is like, whoa, this guy is so unromantic. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So can we learn to communicate and tell each
Yeah.
other what love means to me?
Yeah.
What love means to me is not what this
It's
bottle
not the
means to me.
same.
It may not be the same thing to you. I'm looking at it. This is a killer of human beings. You look at it like this is a spice for marriage.
Yeah.
But I have not communicated. So, one, we should learn to communicate what our needs are so that men or our partners can consciously meet them for you. I may not like holding hands, but because I want to show you affection, I would like to hold your hand. I may not like it. Some people don't like that PDA thing, public display of affection.
Yeah.
But my woman likes it, so I try to squeeze. Then I squeeze something for you. I'm trying. You get what I'm saying? So we have to communicate what, for you. For me, this means love. For you, holding hands, a little hug, a little surprise
Not a
me
little,
with
a lot of hug.
a lot of hug for you.
And a lot.
Okay, men know that the natural woman likes gifts. It means for her you care. What you've thought about me enough to get me something. That's the whole meaning.
Yeah.
You've thought about me, so it's not about the size of the gift. It doesn't have to be a car.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so it's the thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
What shows that you thought about me is that you brought something.
Yeah.
So it's not so much about the chocolate or the
Yeah.
hamper. I can't afford a hamper. But maybe I've checked on you in the afternoon. How are you? How's work? That's all. For you, that's whoa. You thought about me. I may
Yeah.
not have money to buy you a chocolate, but the thought and the call to say
Yeah.
that, to find out how you are doing, can even make you sleep well at night.
Yeah.
But you have not communicated. How would I know? So
Right.
we must
Communication.
communicate it. So teach me how to love you.
Yeah.
So I don't love you wrongly. I met a woman at the counseling who said, I don't like all this pampering stuff. A lady said, don't pamper me. I'm not a little. Oh, tell me straight, I'll do it for you. If you want me to sleep, tell me to sleep. Don't tell me, don't do all those shakara nyanga things. A woman, I told her, for the rest of my life, I'll tell your story everywhere I go. Because it's very rare.
Yeah.
And you will think that every woman likes
Very
pampering. So
rare.
imagine she didn't communicate. And you keep doing, baby, what's up? She's pissed off. What is this baby? What do you
What
want?
is this crap?
And so,
Yeah, soldier.
do you see her? So we must learn to communicate you know, what do you mean? What is love to you? It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not. It really
For
is
everybody.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
I don't like to be called by my
Yeah.
name. If we're together, you never get to call me Natalia. Never do that. Because when you pick up the phone, you say Natalia, I feel like, did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, never call me by my name. Even you can call me Cecilia, you get away with it. But like, never call me by my name. It's like a big thing for me, you know. So there's a lot of pet names that I've had
pet
over
names.
the years.
Yeah.
In addition, you were saying something that maybe the man will see something and then buy it for you, or maybe Natalia,
Even recommend.
I would love you to do this course, this class. I mean, if the man wants you in line with his future plans, that is when those things come in. That is when I'll go out there. Maybe I'll see something. I'll be like, oh, Natalia, what your course we are?
It will help
You have not
fine.
even thought of it, but I am putting it there because I'm with you. I'm building a life with you, and I know where we have to get to, and I'm pushing you there. So I'm keeping you in the known. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm giving that thing to you. Yeah, it may prepare for the future. I think a man who loves his woman will do that also.
And also, a man who wants to really be with you will tell you the things he doesn't like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why the chief will say, most more person know what's not, and not because I want to live with you. So, you know, don't talk this way to me. When you're angry, don't hang up the phone. You know, he's telling the things he can't deal with. So you avoid them. He's trying to keep you. So pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
But when we started dating, we are, every day, let's go out. We are never talking about family. We are never talking about future. We are never talking real stuff. It's all about outing. Be careful.
Yeah.
It's
on what he said. So my boyfriend will be like, pressure me. What's your 2 years goal plan and 5 years and 10 years? I want you to list it. And he was on me. I should list it. And the next thing is I should tell him how I want to get those things done. You know. So so when you find someone like that, you know that this person means well, you know, for you. It's not like just, you know,
And it helps if, I know that the feminists may not agree with me, but when a man leads, I think it's so beautiful. You know, when you have a man who's a leader, he's like, he knows.
You allow him to.
And you allow him to. And he knows where we're going. And he's holding my hand, literally and figuratively.
So where from this thing? I've watched this thing on social media so many times. I mean, you see old couples, these random guys doing interviews on streets, and then they interview old couples. And what's the secret to a long-lasting marriage? And they'll be like, listen to your wife.
Yeah,
but listen,
I've also
when I say a man leads, right? And just this morning I had the conversation when somebody was telling me that, he actually thinks that for a lot of presidents, the males, of course, it is their wives who run the show. And I said, women always run the show. Yeah. And you're giddy.
It has always,
it's very subtle. It's when I know Manuel is going into a meeting tomorrow, at night when I'm saying this and that, I am not deliberately, but in a subtle way telling him how the meeting should go. And he's listening and paying attention. And tomorrow, he will go and do what I said, but he physically will go and do it. Calm and subtle. You're there. You're pushing and pinning in the right ways. So you are essentially doing everything.
You are the neck.
You make him believe that he's running the show. Do you understand? To be a woman means to know how to just manage your man. It's not giddy. It's not yelling or shouting. It's none of that. Sometimes you just have to say one word. He's going out of the house. You just say one word to him. And it's psychological, right? It's a thing that stays on his mind. So you go and enter the meeting. You also go and say that word that you said to him in that meeting. And you get the result. But nobody saw you in that meeting. You're not there. It's just really, really, really subtle. So when they say listen to your wife, they don't mean, it's not giddy. It's not all the shouting. It's really, really, it's calm.
Happy wife, happy home.
It's boko. What must say? And sometimes the men will ask that, what do you want? Or sometimes when they are faced with something, how should we handle this? and then you tell them, and then they execute.
So that thing helps a lot. I do that a lot because even sometimes when I'm coming to my show and I pass through my woman's place and I ask her, how do you think I should go about this? And she say, oh, okay, to do this. Sometimes even how I dress. She do that for me. Oh, wear this, wear that, and I come and I do it. That day.
But have we seen your woman? We haven't seen. We only see you come here.
Yeah.
But she's running the show.
Yeah.
You know, essentially, she's running the show. So it's not the giddy giddy. I feel sometimes I say to women when they want things done and they are fighting and doing all that, that won't get you results, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You will never get results that way. You get resistance that way.
Yeah.
When you're doing calm.
Excellent. Do you know why that works? Let's get into the psychology of that. Between a man and a woman, who has been pampered from childhood? Is the woman?
Yeah.
It's only the girl child who do sweetheart. Look at the boy. Look at how we treat our boy child. Charlie, let's go because hardcore. Everything must be hardcore.
Yeah.
So the natural man hasn't been pampered from childhood. So I tell you, between a married man and a married woman, men demand a lot of pampering. Just that we don't say it the way you want to.
Thank you.
So it works because you hit him at a spot where he's not used to.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, growing up, nobody will talk to a boy like that. Don't get angry, don't cry. Be a boy, be a man.
Yeah.
You know these things we say to ourselves. So a man hasn't enjoyed pampering right from childhood, and it's registered here. So if I get that woman who knows how to talk to me to hit that spot, I listen.
Yeah.
So it's not that you are giving control to the woman, but the woman is hitting the spot which nobody gives. So I'm telling you, psychologically, men demand pampering more than women. Women are upfront about it. I have pamper me kakra, but men don't say it. That's why when a woman does it, they get everything. There's a man at La Paz. His nickname is Meyerese. That's his nickname. We were wondering, what is this about Meyerese? The woman has a way of dealing with the man. Everything. My wife said, if I'm not told my wife, I'll move today. Everything is my wife said. We thought he was a fool. But no, the woman had the secret.
Yeah.
It's not about juju. He knew how to talk to the man. So once you hit the spot, a man gives you everything.
Yeah.
He gives you
It's the reason why
reins.
sometimes they say that women who are in the marriage, sometimes a man has children from a previous marriage and he marries this woman and the woman also starts having babies or whatever. But you find that the woman that's presently with the man, she's the one whose kids really enjoy life to the fullest.
Yeah.
They get whatever. Sometimes you find that, maybe the man's original wife and kids may have done all the work. If you look into it, they may have done all the work. And this woman swoops in with just her 2 years experience. And then they get everything in a very, very short period. Let's wrap up this conversation. I think that I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've shared a lot. I should stop sharing on the show.
Hey.
Somebody says I share too much.
Why? You need to share. We need to share experiences. I mean,
But we are all learning. Why
Somebody
won't
that
you
I'm
share?
going to touch my knee to my chest for. All right, so in wrapping up, Rev, what would you say?
Start from him. So
Okay. In wrapping up.
You guys gather your thoughts.
I can get my thoughts.
Yeah, in wrapping up, Cratchit, what would you say?
Okay, so all I'll say is, like he was saying, I mean, know how to talk to your man. I mean, men, can't we have pride. You understand? We have pride. And it is there, it's by force. We have to have it. So you as a woman, our better half, you need to know how to speak to us to hit that spot. Your words again. To hit that spot. And last time, I was explaining to one lady. I was like,
Really short. We're wrapping up.
that you don't understand. You don't know how to keep a man there. See, if you talk to a man in a nice way, treat him nice. Trust me, anything you want on earth, you will get it. Period. That's it. That's the secret.
The secret is not okay. Afi, in wrapping up, what would you say?
So, when he spoke about the ex-girlfriend issue, I had wanted to say something so our viewers can also pick something out of it. Like, I asked you if you asked your girlfriend about why she doesn't love the sex. Maybe she's been abused before and is unable to talk about it or something of the sort. So if you have a partner like that, I think you should take your time to find out the reason why they don't like that. Maybe something happened when she was growing up, so she doesn't like it anymore, you understand? So I just wanted to chip in that. Yeah. I think you've said everything. So, you said everything.
Okay,
Yeah, so
right.
that's it.
Right. I was also trying to find, I don't know, but I have something small. I think that our women should endeavor to initiate more sex with us. Husbands.
Husbands.
No.
And wives. Hey, not relationship.
No, I'm rooting for the husband.
Yes,
So
good.
I'll be one too.
Do it a little more. We understand that you want to be chaste, but we too, we want to, we want to feel that you also want it with us. So initiate more instead of one time a month.
That's in the
Make it 4 or 5 times to be
in a month.
Why are you saying that with that face? You see.
So for me, the women should be initiators a little more than they are doing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Is there anything happening that we should know of, Afi?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes. So tomorrow, I'm also on Star 103.5.
No. You're not doing anything tomorrow. You're not. Afi, talk to me.
Okay.
Afi, tell me what's happening.
Okay, she has
okay.
So as you all know, now Afi Antonio Foundation is Afro Aid Ghana. Okay, yeah, and I'm hoping to visit an orphanage before the year ends. That might be my last project for the year. If you want to get in touch or in contact with me, you can find me on all social media handles at Afi Antonio, AFIANTONIO. I love you guys. Mwah. And vote for me, please. Vote for me.
Rev, anything?
Yeah.
I'm totally lost there. I don't know what's going on.
Yes,
But,
tell me yes.
I know.
Well, you can find me on the social media, Facebook, New Hope Counseling Services.
Okay.
And TikTok, Rev Manuel, one word.
Okay.
Yes, so... see
If you have any problems, relationship, mental health, anything, he's there for you. Yeah. My name is Natalia. I won't let you speak. My name is Natalia. Thank you so much. We'll do this again next Saturday, 10 p.m. GHOne TV. Connect with me on social media. Yes, I am Natalia. Big shouts going out to the entire crew and to my producer Gifty Edumense, who claims she can do the sex position of the week, which is a blatant lie because her only position is missionary. Good night.